What is the biggest mistake young people make today? Welcome back, Success Nation. In today's video, I'd love to share with you a key critical concept which I have learned from the one and only Robert Kiyosaki himself, the best-selling book and author of the Rich Dad Poor Dad. And he has an amazing company that does consultation all over the world in order to jump from just being an employee to a businessman and eventually to an investor. So what is this one mistake most young people have and make in today's world? You see, being a young is a liability, okay? Because time is ticking and it can be costly because all you do is, spend. Now, Robert Kiyosaki philosophy is to always focus on building your asset column and less on your liability column. Okay, most people do focus on income and expenses or liabilities. They forget the most important column, which is the asset column. Now he preaches, this cash and flow or profit and loss statement, which most or all people who studied business, management, marketing, finance, or accounting took. Okay, the classic one: income at the top, at the bottom your assets, and right next to it your liability. You got to list them down in order to see how your business is going and where is your break-even point and so on. I'm not going to jump right into it, but I will jump into one thing which he said that clicked in my mind and has been there for quite a long time, and I'm starting to see results in my life just by following this one concept which he himself had followed, and now he owns more than like hundreds and hundreds of millions, especially in the real estate. That one thing is to focus on investing on the things that you love to do than actually just doing them. Okay, so what does that mean? What is the one industry that you love to participate in? Okay, or what is the one job that you always dream to have? Or what is the thing that you do in your weekends? What is the thing that you practice in daily life which you wish you would be paid for? Now, I'm sure there is something that is out there which you can invest in that one thing. For example, a person who loves video games, okay, so he's in the entertainment industry. Now there are companies like Activision, FIFA, so many different video games companies, okay, which he can actually invest in like a businessman and see which company is doing well and start earning dividends. For example, buying shares or stocks, okay, or being educated in these companies in order eventually to start opening a business that is kind of linked to the industry which they prefer. That is exactly what is meant by shifting the mindset or the concept of simply, rather than just playing video games, but actually investing in video games. Okay, looking at it from a business point of view, looking at it from a point of view to help, to create, not just to consume. So most young people just want to consume, they don't want to create. Most people just want to use the end product and don't have the mindset or the desire to put themselves in the actual company. Okay, where the owners at, where the chairman or the CEO. The reason is because for multiple things, such as shiny objects like income. Okay, most people just focus on high-paying jobs because they want income, they want cash, and I'm a victim of it. Okay, when I first graduated, the one thing which I really wanted was money, because I didn't have any of it when I was a student, all the way to university, high school, middle school. I didn't have any money. So the number one thing I had in my mind is to straight away jump into a job which has the highest paying income. Okay, and when I asked all my friends and family, they said, you are thinking the right way. Guess what? It is the wrong way, because that is a shiny object and it's not real. You're not gonna last long into it. Once you jump into it, it's gonna be like a trap. You know what I mean? Because it won't fulfill your passion. It won't fulfill your purpose. It might be something that you like, but you won't be fulfilled. And you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna quit. You're gonna realize you made a mistake. you chased cash, you chased money. The better way to look at it is you build your asset column. So after I got this job, I had a little fun in a very short period of time. When the fun is done, traveling, buying stuff and all of that, when this is all over and finished, I realized, hey, I'm not happy here. I don't want to work with these people. I don't feel like I'm building my, mind here, future. I'm not even having fun in my week offs or weekdays. Weekends. So I decided to quit. So when I quit, I knew that, hey, I think it's better to build my asset column than just to focus on the shiny object, which is the income. Okay, most people remain in that career just simply because it pays them well. So when I went to the banking industry, I had a little bit more time in order to start building my asset column. So I continued my studies, I started reading books, I went to trainings and education, and so I had different investments which I really felt proud of and mature of, which will help me in the long run than just to think right now and just to think of the shiny objects and having fun. Sometimes, guys, you have to invest in the things that you hate. Okay, now we all hate education. We all hate going to classes, taking training seminars, having a coach, maybe going to the gym. But guess what? These are the most important things which we have to do. They are the bedrock of all success. Okay, so if you look at any bedrock, you will see that it took them years of practice, determination, health, and so forth. Failures and failures and failures. So if you do invest in the things that you hate, then only doing the things that you love, you will gradually build your asset column. Once you start building your asset column, you will shift from just being an employee to being a business mindset and investor, which will give you freedom. You will be free because one, you are pursuing your passion and also at the same time balancing the things that you love to do. Okay, so passion, what you love to do, and purpose, giving others, helping others. Okay, if you can find that sweet spot in the middle between passion and purpose, you can be free because you can balance things and you won't feel guilty. You're helping other people, at the same time you are helping yourself. Okay, once you help more people, people will start helping you, and once you start doing the things that you like, it can be a liability because you're spending on them, but in return you're feeling happy, so it's kind of like a win-win situation. Okay guys, so the key here is to always balance between what you love to do and investing in the thing which you love to do, whether it's through education, whether it's through actual real investment like buying stocks, whether it's through training into that actual place, learning more about it. So you gotta do this balance in order to be successful. Other shiny objects are such as bitcoins, cash, like salaries, mainly liquidity, guys, like businesses which are very easy to be liquidated, what I mean, like selling, reselling. But real estate, maybe gold, these are the kind of businesses, or if you have an actual business, you cannot get out. If you have real estate, it's not like very easy to get out. Some buildings can take years to sell. So once you don't chase money and don't be a slave to it, and don't always focus on I need cash right now, and just focus on building your asset column as much as you can with things that will continuously pay you in return forever, you're going to become successful, you're going to become free, and you're going to have that balance in your life. Also, Robert Kiyosaki mentioned that, which I totally agree, that people who stay in jobs forever hate to make mistakes. I'll give you an example. My dad is an engineer. He graduated from UK and he has worked in the oil industry, which is the main industry for keeping our country quite running, all his life. Okay, he went into the farming industry. He got a little bit of education, not much, and he lost. Okay, which 99% of all business people do in their first year. Sadly, what he did, because he had that employee, he quit his business. He closed down his farm because it was not breaking even and everything went wrong. So then he kind of hated the business. So he went back to his job and just stayed in a job. He took another job, and then he retired from his job, and then he realized that, you know, if he did enough education, if he invested in the things in which everybody hates to invest, which is in education, then at least he wouldn't have failed just like how he had failed, even though he still loved farms, he still loved agriculture. You know, most older people, elders, do love farms and agriculture, okay? And that's where he put all his money at. He said, if I knew, even if I had the opportunity to go into real estate, if I knew real estate was better, then I would have jumped into real estate way back. He didn't think that real estate is an amazing business, okay? He just thought real estate, it's a place where if you get married, you will live there with your parents, okay, with your family. He didn't think of it in terms of actually, you know, the business side of it. So closing this video, I'd love to tell you what is the one thing, just one, to simplify it and make it very easy for you to decide that you love to do, and you will start investing in it, okay? So you just gotta make that switch between doing and investing, okay? So doing, cross. Investing, yes, right. Have that mental frame, mental picture in your mind, and answer that question in your mind or put it down in the comment section of the video so you can be more committed and dedicated. Because once you start sharing what's in your brain, guys, 99% of the time you will achieve that. You will feel committed, and you will keep pushing yourself in order to achieve it. Okay, now if you do find this video useful, don't forget to hit the like button, smash and destroy the subscribe button for this channel so you can check out my weekly videos in order how to better get more education and learn different strategies and tips on how to live your dream life, whether it's in your social aspect, financial aspect, emotional aspect, or in your even physical aspect. Now, I just like to give a shout out for the Twin Towers of Malaysia. I've been to this country twice because I do love traveling. I went there for business purposes. At the same time, I did have, you know, some leisure time. And I find it to be the most hygienic and neat and cleanest country in East Asia. So it's definitely a win-win. I do love Thailand more when it comes to actually trips and holidays and fun, but definitely Malaysia is worth visiting because the amount of etiquette and respect that they have for their visitors is just unbelievable. Until next time, guys, switch from doing to investing.